All right, guys, welcome back. That was a quick video just a minute ago about stances. I want to jump into really quickly your reasons today, just to kind of give you this little hint. We talked about this last week, but let's make sure that we have a decent understanding of how to find our reasons. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to kind of erase my stance. I might throw that over here on this side just so I don't lose it. Stances, zoos are not beneficial. Make sure I spelled that correctly. Looks okay to me. All right, so let's talk about these reasons that we have here. So I'm going to just throw in this one really quickly so I can give you an example. Animals are kept in small enclosures and are unable to move freely around, and animals are fed whatever the zoo wants to feed them, and so they are unable to hunt or find their own food. Again, this information is found from these three articles over here. I was able to find them, two articles and a video. Able to find them, take those notes down. I've done this multiple times, so I kind of remember these off the top of my head. But finding your first reason, remember you need to have at least two. You need to have two. You need to have two. You need to have two reasons. So finding my first reason right here, I look at my notes. Now let's pretend that I have 15 here. I've kind of already categorized these four into how they're similar. So these weren't found all from the same source, but they are similar. So I've grouped them together, and then I come up with what I want to actually say here, what I really want the reader to understand from these four. So what do they all four have in common? Well, we talked about this last week. Animals in zoos are kept in cages. Animals in zoos are unable to interact. Animals are kept in small enclosures. Animals are fed whatever the zoo wants to feed them. So my first reason should be a tie into that. Now that makes me believe that animals in zoos are treated like prisoners. Again, with this one right here, and then we have this one right there, and this. All four of these different notes lead me to this conclusion right here. So when I draw a conclusion, I think about what all four have in common. So in my opinion, animals in zoos are treated like prisoners. It's a great way of wrapping that up. Now, talking about going over to, say, your first paragraph. So your first reason paragraph. This comes after your introduction. If I can spell paragraph. It's twice. This comes after your introduction, which I will talk about in just 1 second. You jump in there and you kind of talk about this first reason. Animals in zoos are treated like prisoners. So you want to make sure that that's in there. But you're not just going to say that there, and you're not just going to say animals are kept in small cages, animals are unable to. You're going to make it make sense. When we talk about writing paragraphs later on, you're going to know exactly what that means. So the introduction we'll talk about a little bit, but the first reason paragraph ties directly into your first reason right here. The same thing when you jump in and you find your second reason. Okay, that's going to be your next paragraph that you have. Within that, I really think that you're going to be able to look at your notes again, your separate notes, the other ones that kind of combine. I've already combined all four of these notes. You're going to find your second reason. You're going to do the exact same thing. So finding your reasons, you have to be able to identify things that are common and then come up with a concluding statement. All right? Cool. Thank you.